So that is levels of syntactic analysis. So again, if you are going for parsing the algorithms used in syntax analysis, then you have top-down and bottom-up approaches. So parsing algorithms would work in two different ways, top-down and bottom-up. And the intelligent person here can use the logical mind to sort out the complex problems where they can mix it up, top-down and bottom-up approach in parsing algorithm in order to go for more and more accuracy. Now, parsing algorithms could work either in top-down way or bottom-up or chart parsing or shift-reduce parsing. These are the four most common way for parsing algorithms. So what is syntactic analysis now? Syntactic analysis or parsing is the second phase of compilation in NLP, and the token file is converted to an abstract syntax tree. And how this tree could look like? So this is the example for the syntax tree, the abstract of syntax tree. So the sentence could be, let's say, I have a very old cat. So have is here verb, article a, adverb, very, adjective, old, cat, noun. Now, the red line, underlined word is verb, and the another part is noun phrase. That is a very old cat. Now you have another sentence. I drive a car to my college. So it is one sentence. Then you have sentence with one token, that is I as noun phrase, verb phrase, that is drive, then noun phrase determiner a, then noun car, then professional phrase preposition to, noun phrase determiner my, and noun, that is college. So this is how you arrange the tokens. So this belongs to syntactic analysis, and then you go for semantic analysis. This is the third phase of NLP. In this phase, the sentence is checked for the literal meaning of each word and their arrangement together. For example, the sentence, I ate hot ice cream, will get rejected by the semantic analyzer because it does not make any sense. Now, another example, colorless green idea. So if you are using the word colorless, then you cannot use the word green. So this would be rejected by the semantic analysis. As colorless here, green does not make any sense. Similarly, it was with hot ice cream. So when you are saying ice cream, hot does not make any sense. Now, how you can see it in the form of a tree. So check semantic analysis. Check semantics, error reporting, disambiguate, overloaded operators, type question, static checking, type checking, control flow checking, uniqueness checking, name checks. And here you can see if boolean, then integer, then integer, then int. So how you can write the code, you need to think, and these are the quite easy steps, but it depends on the source library files, what kind of libraries you are using while writing the code. So a semantic analyzer checks the source program for semantic errors and collects the type information for the code generation. Type checking is an important part of semantic analysis. So this is very clear when you are working in semantic analysis phase, then you need to think what are the major goal in this particular phase. Now, fourth phase is discourse integration. In this phase, the impact of sentences before a particular sentence and the effect of the current sentence on the upcoming sentence is determined. For example, the word that in the sentence, he wanted that depends upon the prior discourse context. Now, the discourse integration is dependent on the phrases that come before it and evokes the meaning of the sentences that come after it. So, this is where you can see, and you can see the position of discourse integration. So, this is the fourth phase of NLP. Now, we process for pragmatic analysis, that is the last phase of NLP. So the last phase of NLP or natural language processing is pragmatic analysis. Sometimes the discourse integration phase and pragmatic phase, analysis phase, are combined. The actual effect of the text is discovered by applying the set of rules that characterize corporate dialogues. Now, for example, close the window should be interpreted as a request instead of an order. Now, what is pragmatics? A study of the relationship between linguistic forms and the users of those forms. Subfield of linguistics. It deals with the speakers, meaning rather than sentence meaning. So the key is here context. So the art of analysis of the unsaid, that is here pragmatics. Now, how it could look like if you want to see them as as a complete example for all the five phases of NLP, then you can see this is one of the finest example of NLP where you can see all the five phases: lexical analysis, syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, the pragmatic analysis, and finally what you have seen here, that is pragmatic analysis. So now it comes to NLP implementation. It is quite clear that it is related to artificial intelligence. So you can see in the mobile phones or computer where you can, instead of typing the text, you can go for voice recognition, audio recording, and search for what you want. So here it works NLP. So machine learning, the learning NLP procedures used during machine learning. It automatically focuses on the most common cases. So when we write the rules by hand, it is often not correct, at all concerned about human errors. Statistical inference. NLP can make use of statistical inference algorithms. It helps you to produce models that are robust. For example, containing words or structures which are known to everyone. So please remember, this is one of the most common source of jobs for data scientists also. And this kind of job you can mostly find in the media industry. For example, television channels or social platforms. So finally, if you want to summarize these five phases of NLP, then first phase is lexical analysis or morphological analysis, syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, pragmatic analysis, and disclosure integration. So first phase is lexical analysis, second phase is syntactic analysis, third phase is semantic analysis, fourth phase is disclosure integration, and fifth phase is pragmatic analysis. Now, what are the common libraries for NLPs? There are large number of NLP libraries available in different codings. For example, Python, Perl, Java, and many more. So these things you need to fix it up before you start NLP programming. So the most well-known and full NLP libraries are NLTK. And this is quite commonly used. Second one here is spaCy, fastest NLP framework. Third one is Learn NLP Toolkit, most effective for machine learning implementation. Now, GenSim works with large data sets and processes data streams. Now, how NLP can help you? So, NLP can help you in problem identification. For example, literature plagiarism checking, design and development, implementation and evaluation. So, next part is NLP libraries role in application development. As I mentioned, you need to be aware, or if you have not worked, if you are first timer in NLP, then you need to go for the list of the top libraries used during NLP. So here you can see pre-built functions when you have the libraries, algorithms, language processing. Then you can also process for some kind of streamlined application development. Now, in addition to the 5 phases of NLP, if you want to understand the natural language processing or NLP in a very simple word, then what are the